Starting off with a busy morning this morning, guys. We are running behind schedule. I wanted to get all this adhesive and glue and everything from the trim, the vinyl in between the two windows here. I want to get all that stuff off, and I wanted to do that earlier this week. With the rain and everything that is happening, I mean, it's like drip dropping on my windshield right now, but we're gonna dive right into it today because it's just pushing me too far behind schedule, and I don't think it's gonna really hurt anything if I do it in a little bit of rain, ripping off the adhesive and the vinyl and stuff, as long as I'm pretty smart about it. Keep it dry, keep it clean, and then I might sand a little, like a few spots, like in the center of my hood. You can still see the clear. And I might spray a little bit of primer on some of the locations because they're already rusting from all the rain. And I got to talk to Brandon about when we can get this thing into paint and get it going. I got all my paint and everything quoted out, as you guys saw in the last video. Hopefully I can get that within the next week or so. I want to take care of a few more things. We're looking at maybe getting internet at the house. That's going to help with the uploads and so that I can edit on my computer. But that's a whole nother talk. So we're going to get this morning started. Run down to the garage and get ripping with that eraser wheel. Excuse me, I'm like, I'm all over the place. So I'll see you guys there. We have made it to the garage, guys, and we're going to talk about what we are doing to the truck today and what the eraser wheel is going to do for us. This is the passenger side door, because the driver door I'm probably going to be replacing, so I'm not going to show you guys on that one. On the driver door, you guys can see the Ram 2500 logo where it said Cummins turbo diesel, and you can see where the trim was, and then you can see the black vinyl in between the two windows, and that's what I was talking about earlier. A lot of trucks just crack, starts chipping, it like lifts up, and it's it'll just peel right off. This one's in really good condition. If you're a Dodge guy, you'll kind of appreciate that. It sucks that I'm having to peel it up, but if this paint was in good condition, I'd probably leave it on there. But if I try to tape it off and spray under it, dust and dirt and all the particles can get in between, like where this sticker lays and where I taped it off and where the paint will lay and where the paint will sit. But I'm sure there'll be a small gap, and I'm sure it'll get underneath the paint and chip it and then just mess up. So I'm just going to pull that stuff off and go over the truck, like these little ones on the cab corners here. It said SLT, and this is the reason why I'm going to replace in my last video. I'm just not going to deal with it. It's all dinged up and dented and beat up. It's just not going to be worth my time. And then we'll be replacing that grill. I want to put the grill on there. Everybody's like, dude, can I have your grill? Can I have your grill? You can have the grill, guys. It's junk. I mean, that's why I'm replacing it. It's garbage. It is awful. I would be, posting it online if it was a good grill, or I'd give it to Tucker Harris because he was the one who wants it, or Seth. Two people were like, yo, dude, if you ever do anything with that, give it to me. So they've actually called it, but it's garbage. You guys can have it. Whoever can have it. I don't care. But so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna rock that sport grill that's in the back of my truck. I'm gonna rock it for a little while. It'll look really good. I'm getting blurred out here, sorry. It'll look really good. Just that chrome one is awful, and it just needs a better look. So while I'm driving around, I don't mind how it looks. Oh, and before I go into getting all this work done, I'm going to rant about something, and I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you. The reason why I want to rant real quick is because people keep commenting and saying, why am I taping things off? Why, like, you're doing prep work incorrectly, you're not doing it right. I didn't know there was, there is a right way to prep things and a right way to do things, but the reason why you saw things taped off and why there was tape along the windows where you can see where it laid, and why I had tape here and then tape along here, is because when I was sanding it with the sander, or even by hand, I didn't want the sandpaper to scuff up the edge of the glass. So you can see where I have sanded along this edge and where I had it taped off. This door doesn't really matter, but I'm going to use this trim. I need this trim piece for my window, so it needs to be taped off. And the reason why I'm sanding everything right now, and the bed has been on a layaway. There's a plane flying over us, I'm sorry. I'm close to the naval base, NAS, and what is the other one? Somebody remind me in Jax. Anyways, yeah, the bed was kind of held off because I did that in Colorado, and yeah, it's got primer, it's going to need to be resanded, blah, 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 blah. But everything up here was all taped off because I didn't want to damage anything. I didn't want to scratch all this stuff. And the truck's going to be 75% of the way finished. That way when I pull to the paint booth, I can just pull off the mirrors, I can pull off the trim, I can take the door handles out, take the grill off, the bumper off, the headlights off. Everything will come out when it gets ready for the paint booth. So I don't know why people are freaking out, but that's my rant. I'm done and over. I'm gonna switch over to something real quick before we jump into work. I have 9 t-shirts left, and these are our old t-shirts. We're working on a new design. We're trying to get things back up and running. This is our old website. It does not work right now. We're gonna try a different website and like just something a little more simple and a little more classic than what we had, so I can sell my brackets and these t-shirts. But I have 3 sizes. I have medium, I have large, and extra large, and I have 3 of each. And these are what they look like. This is the back, and this is the front. So I'm going to be selling these guys for like 15 bucks shipped. We're just looking to get rid of them and get them out of the way. So I'm going to try to get up a little site or something that I can sell these off of along with my brackets. That way we can work on our new design and get those up. So if you guys are interested in the old school TDH t-shirts, we're probably not going to make these t-shirts again, so we'll definitely still have our logos and our reps and stuff on the back, but it might be a different style, and we're definitely coming out with a new logo. So that is that, guys. Let me stop talking about that. I'll put a link in the description about it, and we'll figure something out. But if you guys want t-shirts, there's 9 of them left, so 9 of you people be awesome and let me know. Let's jump into this guy and start ripping off all this adhesive. What is up, guys? Here's my little setup that I've got with my eraser wheel. This is a Milwaukee drill, and this is the drill attachment that you buy with the eraser wheel, and the eraser wheel simply threads to this attachment. Sometimes it'll come loose and back off, you just tighten it back up. I like to use the drill with the chuck because it's a little more handy. It'll hold on to the bit better, and they're kind of fast. So I was going to use Dalton's drill because it's not cordless, but it's not fast enough, so this should do the trick. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to start taking off all of this adhesive right here first. So here we go, guys. We want to do it nice and gentle. Take your time. As you guys can see there, it's starting to take off all of the adhesive. I'm gonna move down on this lower trim real quick, show you guys that stuff. Here's the door where that badging was, and where the adhesive was for the trim. You guys can see it's all clumped up here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start doing all of this stuff, and it's gonna take me a good minute, so I'll check in with you guys when I get it done, or periodically throughout it. I'm not 100% sure, just to see how long it takes me first. Alright guys, you can see it here, everything pulled off. Leaves a little bit of marks here. If I had some lacquer thinner and a rag. But for the most part, it is good to go to be sanded down now. There's a few spots that I need to hit, but we can sand it down and it shouldn't leave any marks. You guys can see where I've sanded and where the clear is. So we'll see how that does. I've took the eraser wheel on the vinyl a little bit, and it does the trick. So it's a little tough, I've got the weather stripping out real quick, and I'm just gonna try to pull it up. We'll see what the wheel will do. I don't want to damage the inside of the door with the vinyl like burning into the into the door itself. That way I can't sand it and paint it. I don't want to screw myself. So we'll see how it does. Worst case scenario, I guess we'll have to use a damn heat gun and a razor blade. But we'll see what the wheel does. There we have it, guys. The edge of the door still needs to be done. I'm gonna have to figure out what I need to do because this seal right here, this weather stripping and seal is actually glued to the inside of the door, and I'd hate to peel it up just to get that vinyl out. So we'll see what we'll have to do, but other than that, guys, it came off with ease. It was just gonna be like a 5-minute clip if I filmed it all. You guys got the basic point of me doing it down below, and that's those little time-lapse clips or whatever you want to call them. So now that that's done, I pulled this side of this SLT badge off, and I'm going to start sanding with some 180 and start getting this thing ready to get in for some primer. Show you guys along the side here. Doesn't look that bad with it white in between. Here's the driver's side, guys. It's got a little damage right here that I'm gonna have to take a peek at. Looks like where it might have dented the cab just a hair. We're gonna see if we can pull that out, or we might have to fill it a little bit. But I pulled off all the trim here on the cab, and then I pulled off that SLT badge. Nice and smooth. You can kind of see the outline, but there's no adhesive there. It's really smooth. So hopefully that won't show when I sand it. This door, like I said, it's all just beat up. There's dents here, there's a dent in the front. You can see where it's all pushed in, so I'm not gonna bother. It would just be a waste of my time to pull all this stuff off, so I'm gonna have to go junkyard diving for a door. But other than that, guys, we're going to just sand some more, sand. I'm gonna get everything ready. You can see where all the surface rust is building up from sitting out here in this rain, so I'm gonna get all this stuff sanded down, get it all ready, and then hopefully in the next video, or the next paint video you guys see, the next update on the Dodge, I'll have word for you guys on what the plan is and what the situation is like getting it into the booth and what he wants to do. So yeah, that is that, guys. I'm gonna close out this video. I talked about the sport grill in the video earlier, but it wouldn't be right if I didn't put it on and didn't show you guys. It's just bolted up across the top of the hood right now. I don't have the frame for it. You can bolt it up when it's just like this, and you can like cut out either side of your original frame and use it so you can still open your hood. And that's what I'm gonna do until I order a frame for it. You can get them off LMC for like $75. This guy was from carparts.com. It bolted right up. There was 2 of the little studs that come out from the grill that didn't line up, but I'm gonna show you guys real quick. And before I do that, I'm gonna close it out. Those planes keep flying over. They must be running some sort of training or something because they keep flying over. But thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. The next time you guys will see a Cummins update, hopefully we'll be in Brandon's shop getting it ready to lay some primer on it. Or hopefully I'll be picking up my paint. That's like one of the most important things. But I have a couple videos to film in between then, and I wanted to bring you guys this stuff. I'm gonna get to sanding. I'm gonna start sanding all this truck, and hopefully the next time you see it, it'll be ready for primer. That is my ultimate goal. Let me show you the grill real quick. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. If you want a t-shirt, please let me know. And if you want that grill, somebody can have it. I'll do a giveaway. If somebody really wants it and like wants me to sign it or something, I'll ship it to you guys. We'll figure something out. But thank you guys. Let me show you this grill real quick.